DJ motherfucking Rello on the beat. DJ motherfucking Rello on the beat.
DjRello, and today I got up and coming Chicago artist Keith.
Yo, what's up? My name is Keith. I'm an artist from Chicago, up and coming. You heard him. You heard it here first.
So Keith, man, what makes you different from other artists?
I got a clear message. I got a clear goal. I'm transparent, and I be talking about life, so easier for you to relate to, whether it be a female, something you went through, a struggle, whatever the case may be.
So, do you take this as a passion, or you know what I'm saying? How long you been doing it?
I've been doing this for a very long time. It's passion for sure, but it's not a job because I enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? So I get excited when I do this.
You get excited. You know what I'm saying? So how long you been doing this?
Shit, 15 plus years.
15, off and on?
I would say the first, 7, yeah, off and on. I would say 2012 is when I started taking it very serious.
True. What made you want to do it?
The history behind me.
The history behind you.
Uh-huh.
Can you elaborate more on the history behind you? I know, but could you tell them?
My grandfather, my auntie, both are legends in the music industry. And I felt like I needed to carry the torch. It's my birthright, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if everybody else can, everybody else might have it's different strokes for different folks, but I feel like it's my birthright. So I feel like I need it. I want it.
Right, as you say, you know what I'm saying, I know you're not, trying to, gain a publicity off this, but as you say, your granddad, you know what I'm saying, your granddad named Buddy Guy, he laid the foundation, and then, your auntie, Shauna, that was signed to DTP,
right.
You know what I'm saying, she laid the foundation of it too, and now you just trying to build your own legacy,
my own community,
your own legacy and your own name. You don't want to be living in the shadows of, oh, this my auntie, and this my grandfather.
Right, you said it right. You said it, you hit it right on the button.
Right, so you want them to know who Keith is as a person, as a musician.
Right, instead of
you
piggybacking off them.
Piggybacking off them, you want to make your own lane, everything.
Right. That's why I don't ask for any support. I got a feature with Shauna, actually. I'll check that out. It's called Live Up to My Name. And the reason I called it Live Up to My Name is, same thing, same deal because of the history. But yeah, man, you just don't want to. It's easier. I feel like it's easier to maintain when you build it yourself, because then you know where a mistake could be, where you flourish at. You know what I mean? You can tell. But if you piggyback off somebody else, I feel like you always living in their light. And it's kind of like the Michael Jordan kid situation. I feel like his son was talented at basketball.
It was,
but he always was in the light of his father. So everybody be like, he ain't like his dad. It's like,
and they expected him to be like his
right.
And that's why he never.
He could have. I mean, I don't know if he's still doing it. I
don't think he's still doing it. He too busy chasing Scottie Pippen. Right?
I don't want to discuss people, but I want to discuss ideas. You know what I mean? I feel like the boy, like I said, he's talented. It's the same scenario as mine. I don't want to live in that light. I want to be completely separate from it, but still have them involved. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and still have them behind the scenes.
Right.
Just like, not to stay up and way back on the music, but LeBron James is in the NBA, and Bronny James trying to live up to his expectation, of being an NBA player and probably following behind his dad's footsteps. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but I think they're doing that quite well. I feel like they're taking Bronny in the right light. I feel like Bronny, he doing his thing though. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing.
So let's get back, to the music. If the labels come sign you right now, would you sign a deal and why? And
if the numbers make sense, if everything makes sense, I will. But right now, it wouldn't be the best situation for me because of the community. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Actually, I do know. But I feel like if you ain't got your own community, they're gonna have more control than you do. So when somebody else, it's like somebody paying your bills. You know what I'm saying? And you living in their house. You sleeping on their couch.
Right.
Ain't much say so you got.
So do you know that the business is 90% business and 10% music, right? Do you know the business? You know the ASCAP and all that. ASCAP, get your name published.
BMI, yeah, I know all that.
Do you have that?
Yeah, I got BMI. I got ASCAP too.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go with, but we'll figure that out.
Do you have any visuals out?
Just the later ones. I think Background Check was my last one before going to Miami.
And when was that? When did you drop that?
Shit, that was, I don't even know. I can't even think of the date. I would have to look.
It was this year?
No, it was not this year. It was just my most played song, so I did a video to it.
Right.
So I did a visual.
Who shot that?
A few friends of mine.
True.
We got our camera. They got their cameras, their 4K cameras together. We had the drone, and I actually had on this same jacket. And I was like, man, I was on the rooftop of Legends. I was on the rooftop of Legends. I was like, let's just shoot it. You know what I'm saying? While we wait. I look at Keith as inspiration. That nigga used to shoot it on the phone in the hallway.
Who, Chief Keef?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I look at that
that's what I'm
in
saying.
the hallway. I'm like, man, why am I waiting so long?
That's
to
what
come out
I'm
with an
saying
idea?
because people think, not to get off the roof, people think
Right.
that you gotta have, like, I've been shooting interviews. Don't nobody know I've been shooting interviews for 5 years off and on, the iPhone.
Right.
People think that you gotta have expensive shit. You gotta work with what you got.
Right.
You gotta work with what you got. And look, Sosa blew up off that.
Exactly.
The iPhones.
Right. And
Sosa blew up though. And like you said, you had your friends. Oh, come on, let's go.
right, let's
Shoot
do
the
it now.
video.
We was all sitting around and it was like, man, we done with work. Let's shoot it.
What do you expect to get out the music industry? Period.
Hopefully I can show individuals that even though I had some times where I went through some struggling times where it's like I was in and out of street shit, doing dumb shit when I had a better choice than that, hopefully I can show others that they don't got to do that to
be
make
successful, make
right.
it in the industry.
And then my own self, you know what I'm saying? I want my own validation from it, where it's like, I don't want to say validation, I'm trying to break away from that word, but my own, I don't know, reassurance in myself where it's like I'm doing this the right way. You know what I'm saying? Music, I'm doing it the right way. That's what I want from it.
Yeah.
Success, of course, and money too, of course.
So what you working on now?
Right now, I have a bunch of singles I'm working on. I'm trying to work on figuring out this this new internet world, this TikTok, this instant gratification.
Triller and all that shit.
Right, you know what I'm saying? That instant gratification world. I'm working on that. So I'm putting together a bunch of singles, working on my craft, but also figuring out how to create those short films, those short clips, and make it entertaining to them so my music can expand. Because you got to give them what they want.
You got to give, you got to attest to the, you know what I'm saying, what's popping now.
Right.
So would you say, like if they come to you and say, Keith, would you say you an artist or would you say a rapper? Because do you know the definition of the two?
Yeah, I know the definition of the two.
So what would you say yourself as?
I'm an artist because I can go in different ranges. I got friends in different neighborhoods. I got friends from the hood to friends in the suburbs, and I've blended with both very well.
Because the labels come to you right now and be like, Keith, can you make a song about your mother, your granddad, your wife,
Anybody,
your
right.
kids, anybody instead of a drill? Would you be able to make a song like that?
Hell yeah.
Versatile.
Right, I pride myself on not being in the box. I'm versatile. I pride
Stepping
myself
out the box, yes.
Right,
Stepping
coloring
out the box.
outside the lines, if they say.
Right. So how did you get your rap name? Like how did you know what I'm saying? How did you come up with your rap name? What made you like come up with your rap name?
I went from like 5 different names. And I said it's trying too hard, and I don't want to be the person to force something. You know what I mean? When you forcing that field, I feel like it just don't go over well. It don't sit with me well when you force it. So I chose Keith, my government, the name my mother gave me.
Right. So in other words, you know what I'm saying, just not to get off the music for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Me and you be talking and you say, you know what I'm saying, I got other, outside the music,
Right.
which is real estate agents.
Mm-hmm.
You're a real estate agent.
Right.
What made you want to do that?
Entrepreneurship, owning is, like I said, I don't want to be in a box. I feel like you get your real estate license, there's so many other avenues you can take instead of just selling real estate. There's also commercial. There's also learning about the investment aspect of that business to help others learn financial freedom. And what other way to do that is than real estate? I mean, there's other ways, but I chose real estate.
What made you just say one day, you say you were in the streets, Keith. What made you say one day to say, this is it about running the streets? Because some people still be 30 years old running the streets, 35, 26, running the streets. After you were random as a teenager, what made you say, this is it for me? this is it for me. Because some people go to jail and still don't know when to get out the streets, come home and still.
I mean, maybe they got nothing to come home to. You know
Right.
what I mean? I have something to come home to.
Right, which
Right.
is your kids and your wife.
Right. I got things that's waiting on me. So, you know what I mean? And I don't want to stay on this situation.
Right,
but,
they're going to stay.
Shit, when I got locked up, that was enough for me.
One time. All it took was one time.
One time. I'm out the way. You know what I mean? So, like I said, let me get out the way and make room for somebody else if they want to make this option.
Right. What's next for Keith, you know what I'm saying, in the music?
More music, more success, more real estate. Like I said, it's just, that's what's next for me. I feel like it's a knowing. So right now, I probably can't tell you that I'll win a Grammy next year, but
At some point, you're going to win a Grammy.
exactly. At some point, I want that. You know what I mean? So that's what's next for me, is knowing taking what's in front of me instead of trying to figure everything out.
Do you plan on shooting videos?
Yep.
How many?
I mean, that's a non-stop if you're going to be in this trying to win a Grammy, right?
Right, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, like, on a short term, like, you gotta estimate how many videos you about to shoot within this next year.
Like I told you before, it's a knowing. Like, if I feel like I need to shoot 5 within 3 months, I would do that. You know what I mean? Or if I got to do 1 every 2 months, like, I'm going to do that. That's the knowing part of it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got, like you said, this business is 90% business, so I'm going to figure out the business first, and then I'll get to the creativity, because I work on that all the time on my free time.
Do you plan on eventually starting your own label?
We'll see when we get to that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Right. Right now, you just focus on, you know what I'm saying, getting your
Getting my shit together.
Getting your shit together.
Right.
And you ain't wrong for that, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, if you get on right now, would you give back in a positive way? I ain't talking about the negative, I'm talking about a positive way for your city.
Oh, yeah. I definitely would. I already work with a non-for-profit called Lead with Love and Our Progression.
Right, because so many rappers get on and think that you got to get on and put on the negative way. No, you can get on and put on the positive way and be a positive figure and role model for the city, for your community, for, you know what I'm saying, your grammar school, whatever. You can be a positive role model, and that's what everybody don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, man, you just, hopefully people can figure it out, but you gotta weigh the good with the bad. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you got it.
I don't plan on. I plan on giving back. I plan on helping kids grow in whatever aspect they want to in life.
Because you have kids yourself, and you know you a role model to your kids. So you know what I'm saying, you want your kids to. My daddy is a role model. You know what I'm saying? I look up to
Lead by example.
Lead by example. And that's the problem. That's what's wrong with our city right now. Everybody want to be following a leader in a negative way because they see rappers making negative, music. So I want to become a negative, and like you one of a kind. You make different types of music.
Right.
So you want to be the spokesperson to say, here, you can make, it was cool.
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want to. It was cool. Chief Keef them made that drill. That was cool for a minute. But now it's just a different types of music. Just like that Rod Wave, niggas like Rod Wave making different type of music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
I wouldn't take away from them, but that's what they were going through at that time, and that's still art. You know what I mean? Even though it's seen in a negative light, you got to understand that's what they was in. You know what I mean? So just like I rap about something that's like maybe heartbroken, or something I went through where I felt like I wasn't validated by a parent or something. You know what I mean?
Right. So
that is just art. You know what I'm saying? Because people relate to it. You still got those kids that they look up to Chief Keef now.
Right. So why you think that we can't come to as a whole? Don't you know how you go to Atlanta, right? Chicago barely support each other. Don't you know how to go to Atlanta and people be like, they support their own, or other cities support up their own. We as a city, when I say we, Chicago, not everybody, but us as a whole as Chicago, they is a black cloud of our city because we don't help each other when we get on. We read about, dead homies. You said, fuck my dead homie, this, and third. Instead of, helping each other. When we get on, we go far away and don't help the underground. And that's one of my plans is to help the underground get on.
Right.
So why do you think that we can't help each other as a whole?
I don't know that answer because I haven't experienced such, but
Right.
I do know when someone wrongs somebody else, or if they killed their cousin,
Yeah.
You kill that person, somebody that cared about them. Now they coming after
Yeah.
you. So I feel like, and even in the music industry, whereas it's like, I do believe it. I still believe in this, and my dad told me this. He said, "No man wants to see you succeed more than them."
Yeah.
So you gotta feel like there's a competition there. You know what I mean? So, but I still feel like that births some great artists in our city.
Yeah,
we still got some people got some good people that's
underground,
right?
Females and everything. So do you think, like, I know you've been watching the females in our city. Do you think, what you think about them coming up? You know, in the rap game. You know what I'm saying? What you think about them coming up? They been doing their thing. Like,
I mean, I know a few good female artists that I think are making the right moves.
Right. Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying, your album more that you say you
A year from now.
Yeah, a year from now. Let's talk about that more.
The feedback I got from that so far, it's been out for like a month and a half. The feedback I got from that was that it was more personable than my previous album, Bear With Me. But I do, what I like about the album is that no song sounds the same. It went in different angles. So whenever y'all get the chance, go ahead and play that shit.
How many tracks gonna be on that album?
Oh, it's already out.
I mean, how many tracks?
Nine.
How did you come up with the concept?
Progression. A year from now, you know how people say they got their New Year's resolution?
Yeah.
It came to me, it was annoying. I was like, instead of waiting for the right moment, I'm just gonna do it now. So a year from now, it's kind of like an understanding to myself that progress. A year from now means progress to me.
Is you gonna shoot all the videos on that tape or what?
I'm gonna shoot some.
Right.
Like I know Stepping Out's coming soon. This is the first song on the album featuring Jazz Moore.
If your fans or new followers want to follow you, where could they find you at?
Instagram, that's Keith LNLD. I do got TikTok, that's Young White Collar. And what else I got? Yeah, I got a Facebook fan page. You can search that, that's Keith LNLD. What else I got? I don't do Twitter too much, that new X or whatever you call it.
Yeah, you can't do nothing on that without them wanting some money.
Right, I don't know what that is. I'm trying to understand it though, because everything's an avenue. But I got a website. Just search officialkeith.com. What is it? Keith Official. Let me look that up. Hold on, I got my other one. I think it's keithofficial.com or Official Keith. I can't figure out.
We definitely gonna do another interview. You know what I'm saying? The future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I told you, man. I'm gonna do I'm working on some shows, so you might want to come out and get some footage of that. Yeah, keithofficial.com, and then that way you can find all my social media handles, updates on shows. If I come out with merch, my pricing for services, whether it be a show, feature, all of that. You find it on my website.
Go follow that website too.
It's keithofficial.com. Keith, KEITH, official.com.
We definitely gonna do another interview in the future. You know, it's your boy DjRello, and it was nice having up-and-coming Chicago artist Keith on the show.
Yes, sir.
Go check him out on all his social media platforms, and go check him out on, he probably on Apple Music and all that too.
I'm on there, Apple, Spotify,
so go check him out.
All that.
We definitely gonna do another interview in the future. It's your boy DjRello, and I'm out.